Alright, we recording. Display is set. It's gonna be alright. Good evening, peace, my name is Scripps, and welcome to You Left Me, a game by Angela Hay, a developer that you guys have probably gotten very familiar with if you've been on my channel for a while. You know that I absolutely love her games and that I've played a bunch of them on here, but this is actually considered her magnum opus of a game. It's considered the best, I believe, from public opinion, and it was actually sort of the game that drew attention to her games when it came out, I think around 2016 or 17. But the reason that I haven't played this game yet, and the reason that I haven't actually approached it, even though I've talked about it, is first of all because I have been exposed to this game before. I do remember, like, faintly watching a video of this when it initially came out, so I didn't want to just play a game where I pretended that, you know, oh, this was all new to me. I hate doing that, and I don't want to be fake on YouTube, but even looking back on it, then I find it really hard to remember anything about this game, so I decided to go back to it. I just remember it being very impactful with the artwork and just really beautiful, so that's why I want to play this. But second of all, because this game is probably also the game that tackles the most issues and is like the lead or the most deep and hard-hitting out of all of Angela's games. It tackles the topics of suicide, self-harm, and drugs, and it like abuse. It's the whole package, so if you're sensitive to any of this sort of stuff, click off the video now. This is a serious like sensitivity warning. This game will be pretty much all about that. But you know, let's just start. I don't wanna sit here and postpone time too much. The artwork in this is so good. That's like one of the primary things I remember from this. My phone, unseen texts, missed calls. I rarely look at my phone anymore. I try to forget about the memories it contains. Jeez. And also, Angela bases a lot of her games on personal experience. I hope to God, Angela, that you did not actually, or that you were in such a bad place before, even though I have a feeling that you were. How does the pancake wobble? Oh, that is hard to look at. Read notes. White magnets read. They read. They read. The pan... I'm trying, but I can't remember them. I can't read them. I see words, but I don't understand what they mean. Mind a mess. Try again. I don't know what's going on. I feel like my mind is working against me. It can't focus. It can't stop thinking about horrible things. I feel like I'm going crazy. I'm not scared of failure. Try again. After a few attempts, I get it. Oh, I can read it. How does the pancake wobble? The magnets ask. The first sticky note reads, "Daily reminder, Elu, from you-know-who, not the Harry Potter kind." The second note reads, "Remember Swains Lane." Why? The third note reads, "Give this girl some milk." That's enough fridging for today. Absolutely true. So is it because I'm having difficulty, or like my mind is so blurred by these thoughts that I'm having difficulties even doing something like reading? Oh, what is that cat? You gave me this cat. I love him like you had. Around him I feel comfortable. No need to pretend. Something doesn't feel right. But I can't remember how he looks up close. I haven't spent time with him. Not since... Pamper? Scritch scratch. Boof! Birds. I will marry you platonically. Love you. Thank you. What? Bork, bork, blork, borf. So maybe I'm getting a little... Like maybe I'm getting a little dissociated from the world. Yes, Mom, I stan. You make me happy. Nay, I heart. You too. Moo moo me moo ha hee haw. You're leaving already? Okay, love you. Please come back soon for person snugs. I love you too. Oh God, you could say we'll see. So is this actually a clock? I think... Does that say I think it says 12. if I remember my Roman. So what can I do? Talk to the moon. The moon rumbles. So it won't talk to me? How do you round up 37 sheep? Round to 40. I was about to say 30, I'm an idiot. Get out of bed. There's a lot about this game that's also extremely abstract. I should probably point out. This game is so pretty though. So abstract, and it reminds me a lot of Gree. Oh, that game was so freaking good. Like, I mean, the message in that game might not have been that deep, but just the visuals of it just were enough to make me freaking, like, bawl my eyes out. Where do I go? I need to escape this world before time runs out. Clinic? Oh, God. Oh, the traditional, like... Yeah, I know you see a lot of this stuff. You see a lot of depictions like that. When you talk about mental illness and stuff. I like how your shadow is already shown as the kitten. Wait in line. I wait for a very long time. Oh, I even have the time up here. Just as I was beginning to lose hope, they called my name. Oh. Sorry about the wait. Our latest experiment in happiness didn't go quite as well as planned, so I had to do some crisis intervention. Enough about me. What can I do for you today? Oh, you've got secret stamped in your mouth. Are you like trying to talk about the way that doctors like approached you? How to get out of this world? My mask is cracking. I think I've lost my mind. I'm just saying my mask is cracking. It looks fine to me. It's not working. Yes, the happy mask cannot cover for all sad scenarios. Perhaps something happened recently. I don't know where they are. I don't know what happened to them. Have you looked around? Looked where? Well, I heard Highgates is very busy, yet chaotic and criminal place this time of year. Oh, so are you like telling me directly and honestly what's about that place? Did you just recommend me to go to an asylum of some sort? How to get out of this world? Excuse me? Can you repeat that? How to get out of this world? Sorry, I'm not trained to help you with that. Signs of psychosis. Possible insanity. Oh, don't mind me. I'm just taking notes. Did you need anything else? I think I've lost my mind. Perhaps you're experiencing head trauma. I can do a brain scan for you if you'd like. No, thank you. I just need to find out what's causing it. Have a good day. Oh, great. Forget the clinic. It's useless. You can't fix my pain with pills and injections. Even if they could, I'm too scared to let them in. To let anyone try. Oh, frick. I'm too scared of trusting. Than being bereft again. Escape at last. This is this is not what I would do or recommend anyone do. But I think Swains Lane is the good ending, and I want to leave off on a good ending. I don't want to leave it off on a sucky ending. I think there's 5 different endings in this. Yeah. 1:20 p.m. die. So is that it? Is that for that ending? Yeah, no, fuck that. We're doing that over again. Get out of bed. What happens if I go to work then? Work. Oh, great. This is absolutely Yuminiki. Like just 100% with a box head and everything. And like a total representation of monotony. That's always what scares me about work, I guess. Roof? No. I had to think of, oh god, I had to think about that for a little bit, but I know what you mean, and we're not going to the roof. Oh no! Oh. And a decent job as always, of course. There's always room for improvement. Hey, what do you say about working late tonight? You can improve and I can give you closer feedback. I don't want to improve at packaging boxes. This is a great opportunity for you. Trust me on this. No thanks. You sure? You, me, alone. Aw, you fucking creep. Is coercing legal? I don't know how I got him off my back, but I did. Just another long day. God, that would fucking not help. Angela, you better not have experienced anything like that would make me feel so freaking bad. Talk. Do I have to socialize like a full functioning human? Yesterday you said tomorrow. Is that a freaking reference to the the Shia LaBeouf meme? Is that how old this game is? Good point. Half functioning humans are cool too. Yes, try. Oh hi, what's up? Why are you at work today? Socializing why do you ask? I mean, why are you here? You've been taking this day off for weeks now. Ever since, I mean, yeah. Anyways, why are you here? I just wanted to. You wanted to? You okay? You right in the head? I'm fine, why do you ask? I really think you should talk to someone. Bottling up emotions just doesn't, you know. You should become a professional soothsayer. What? We weren't even talking. Conversation becomes slightly stilted after that, eventually dissipating entirely. Oh no. So that's like to show off. Like, okay, so this is not meant to be a bad thing against anyone. But just please, if you talk to someone who's going through something like this, and you don't have like... I'm not saying don't help, but if you don't have a perspective, just trust me when I say it's not easily solved. You might think you got some clear solution in your bright, like not sick mind, but that is not gonna help. You're just gonna make everything worse, so please try to at least... Just try to evolve being a total problem solver when you're approaching issues like this, because it's just not what you need. Oh, oh my god, that is awesome and at the same time horrible. Don't tell me that's a line of people standing there. But still, that is some awesome artwork. That is so cool. Eavesdrop. The humans are passionately debating the merits of Tumblr over Reddit. So is that like the shallowness of... I guess. Something about a new dress. John, I know I saw the spider there right beside your foot a moment ago. Where did it go? For the 10th time, I don't know, Marie. The humans are passionately debating the merits over Reddit. Fly. Oh. Fuck. I mean, this is... like, the actual programming behind this is so simple, but it's just the artwork of this is so beautiful. I know that's a bad thing to say now, but... still. Oh, this game is freaking tough. Look outside. I hadn't noticed before. Every day, the bus passes the same flower field. You would have liked this. I wish I could show this to you. Anywhere. What happens if we go anywhere? I'll go anywhere. I don't care where. As long as it's far away from home. Hours pass. I don't know where I am. I don't know why I'm here. We used to have fun taking the metro together and leaving at random stops. Without you, there's no fun. Without you, repeating old memories just makes me feel lost. Oh, by the end of the adventure, I felt like I'd left a little of my soul to every place I visited. The park, a hill, inside rooms, outside buildings, noisy streets, soft-spoken alleys. Night finally falls. When I get back on the bus to head home, no one is there. The loneliness is suffocating. Okay, so what actually happens if I go to Swains Lane? I remember now. You died a while ago, and I've been denying it since. But you wouldn't want that, would you? Me, stuck in my head, living in fantasy? There's so much more reality to explore. The cat you left me, the flower fields that pass the metro. I loved you, you know. You left me behind. I don't blame you for leaving. Every day I wake up and think about joining you. Jesus Christ. Survive. But I'll keep living with the memories you gifted me. Without you. So I think that's actually the only one where you get to live, isn't it? The Lord. And dedicated to everyone who's lost anyone. Dedicated to everyone who's lost anyone. Thank you for playing. And that's it. Holy crap, I remember the game as being like a lot longer than that. But that was so short and at the same time so freaking pungent. It's like so brutal. I don't know, man. Like, I mean, this game brings up a fucking lot of topics. It brings up depression, it brings up losing people, it brings up like abuse and like harassment in the workplace and the monotony of work. Like the thing just tackles a whole lot of freaking issues. And I don't even know where to start with this. But I mean, I could be sitting here for hours if I had to go through every single topic in this video. So allow me to just say that a bunch of the topics I will kind of put to the side to discuss some of the more specific topics that are brought up that really resonated with me. And what really resonated with me in this game was actually not that extravagant in comparison to everything else. It was actually just the interaction between this girl, I think her name was Ilya, and then the guy with the box head at work. That really resonated with me because that is something that you experience a lot. As someone who has gone through like these sort of hard times, and especially if you've gone through like mental disorders and stuff. And okay, this isn't to draw freaking attention to myself, but I was definitely in that group of people who went through something like that. I won't be more clear about that. Maybe, I don't know, I'll make a video about it at some point. But during high school, I went through these really, really tough times, and I wanted to reach out. I wanted to get some help from friends because, you know, that's what I've been inspired to do by everyone. Even YouTubers tell me, reach out to your friends and they'll help you. So that's kind of what I did. I've reached out and I tried to bring up the topic on several occasions to my close friends, and they actually dodged the topic most of the time, and that's because too few people bring up the problems that actually come with, you know, reaching out. And this is actually what Missed Messages shows very well, because everybody expects, you know, if someone needs help, they'll ask them for help. It's black and white, baby. You basically just add, or someone reaches out to you and you say help or don't help. But that's never how it is. When someone reaches out to you about them needing help, it's usually in small hints like, I'm actually not feeling that well, or I actually went through this at some point, or I actually still kind of am going through this. They just give little hints or just bring it up slightly. It's not a full blown out cry for help that people expect and that will forcefully switch them into that hero mode where they will try to help you as best as they can as your friends. But instead, then it's actually a lot of the case the other way around, where you have to, like, as the or as the one who is being reached out to, then you have to think to yourself, to process and think, wait, are they actually going through something bad right now? Should I talk to them? Should I ask if they're okay? And this is where something occurs, and it's actually something that I'd consider the most toxic and most dangerous fear of awkwardness ever. Because at this point, as the one who's being reached out to, then unconsciously, you actually start fearing the idea of confrontation. And you actually start to unconsciously prefer hoping that you're wrong in your assumption and hoping that they're actually okay and that they'll do fine without your help. That idea starts to seem more appealing than actually confronting them and potentially helping them. Now, if you were reaching out to someone who was going through the same stuff or had gone through the same stuff before, then it would probably be a lot easier to reach out because you'd both kind of know how to handle the situation. You'd know how, or you'd have at least a reference point where you could do that confrontation a lot easier. But since there actually exists this gap between, or usually there exists this gap between the one who needs help with these serious mental health issues and then someone who's never had them before, there exists this gap where they can't relate to each other, so it often becomes awkward or even unattractive to help someone because your brain is afraid of that situation where you're out of your comfort zone, you're worried you might be wrong or not know how to handle the situation, and then to you the option of just ignoring them becomes more attractive. And I mean, of course, it reaches points where it might be or you might not be able to avoid confrontation, where it'll be a lot easier to reach out. Say if you have a really, really good friend who you talk a lot with on a very deep level, then it's very hard, or it's very easy to reach out to those people, or your parents especially, because they're entitled to help you, so they can't really dodge the topic. But if it's just like friends in kind of a close circle, then if you reach out to people, then you might sadly find that some of them actually start dodging you. I remember this very heartbreaking story with my granddad when my mother actually got cancer. She's fine now, by the way. But when she got cancer, my granddad, who usually walked to his job with a bunch of his friends, then they actually started avoiding him because they felt so awkward and they didn't know how to talk to him. Even though he really needed those friends to help distract him now, then they felt so awkward they didn't know how to talk about it. So they did the obvious thing and they took another path to work to avoid him. And that is just, I guess that's just the last message that I want to leave this off on. Please don't be ignorant to the idea that you might have missed some messages. And please be conscious when you think that someone might be reaching out to you or you're suspecting it. And remember that you're actually naturally, due to freaking dumb social interactions, then you're biased towards staying in your comfort zone and ignoring them. Don't do that, please. The person that needed that help had the confidence to reach out to you, so please return a little bit of that confidence and then step out of your comfort zone and reach back. So yeah, that was my little ranting segment. Sorry that I didn't get to go in on a lot of topics. There's so many topics to talk about here. There's suicide and there's many more things, like very serious issues that I haven't covered, but I simply don't have the time. I do have a lot of things that I want to say though, so I hope that some of the future games I play will at least give me a bit of food for thought or give me the option to talk about these kind of topics again, because I do enjoy getting a little personal with my, actually at this point almost 1,000 subscriber quote-unquote fan base, if I'm permission to call you that. But anyways, I gotta cut it off here. I've been talking for like freaking 10 minutes or something, so sorry, I'm cutting it a bit short here. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for sticking along to the very end of this video. If you did, write it in the comments. I'd love to see people who actually sat through the whole freaking thing. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Stay safe, peeps.